Proposal to ban geoengineering and weather modification approved by Florida Senate. The Florida Senate has approved a proposal to ban weather modification projects that many have long called chemtrails. Such activities have been linked to chemtrails by conspiracy theorists who believe the government is deliberately spraying harmful substances into the atmosphere. Let everyone know in the comments what you Homo sapiens and off-world aliens think, and also subscribe, share, and like. Getting a foothold on YouTube is impossible without your direct participation. Now back to our story, kids. The bill SB 56, sponsored by Miami Republican Ileana Garcia, would prohibit the injection, release, or dispersion of any means of a chemical compound, substance, or apparatus into the atmosphere for the purpose of affecting the climate. Florida Phoenix reports, any person or corporation who conducts such geoengineering or weather modification activity would be subject to a third-degree felony charge, with fines up to $100,000. If an aircraft operator or controller commits a third-degree felony, they could be subject to a fine up to $5,000 and up to 5 years in prison. There is a lot of unauthorized activity that is currently not regulated both at a federal and a state level, and this is where we wanted to start. This is how we are trying to create a method to the madness by creating a reporting mechanism that starts with complaints to the Department of Environmental Protection, with complaints and concerns, and then also at our local state airports. In questions on the Senate floor, Broward County Democrat Tina Polsky asked Garcia how could the DEP accurately investigate such a complaint if the trail dissipates in the atmosphere. Garcia replied that the DEP could coordinate with other agencies such as the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, and based on certain concerns or certain complaints or certain criteria, could decide what was worthy of following up on a more scientific basis. The Miami Republican acknowledged that there were conspiracy theories regarding the issue, and said that while she didn't want to get political, concerns about geoengineering had accelerated under former President Joe Biden. Garcia said the previous administration sort of opened up that area of allowing, I would say, apprentices to a certain extent based on a lot of the research that I'd seen, or just various companies, various corporations from across the world to come into our atmosphere and start experimenting with, whether it's rock weathering, whether it's solar radiation modification, whether it's cloud seeding, something as simple as sending up a $30 balloon that you can buy on Amazon with specific chemicals so that you can alter the weather or solar radiation. It seems very concerning to me. I have a problem with people spraying perfume next to me sometimes. Don't you have a problem with people spraying things into the atmosphere that really have no type of empirical data? The measure passed the Senate on a 28-9 vote. Great piece of legislation. Following the vote, Senate President Ben Albritton praised Garcia for producing a great piece of legislation. Healthy skepticism is important. People have a right to know what is happening. There's a lot we don't know in this field of science, and people are rightfully concerned. Governor Ron DeSantis posted on social media a video announcing his support for Garcia's bill, but slammed the House version, sponsored by Pasco County Republican Kevin Steele, saying that it's gutted Garcia's measure. They would actually codify the practice of geoengineering and weather modification. People got a lot of kooky ideas that they can get in and put things in the atmosphere to block the sun and save us from climate change. We're not playing that game in Florida. Hope you learned something new. Now set down your phone and go experience life.